Okay, YouTubers, this is the Angry Prepper. Thank you for watching the Angry Truth channel. So today's video, is Trump trustworthy, or is he going to flip-flop some more? Now, of course, guys, the liberals are, or were, hanging on Trump's every word when he was president. They hang on his every word now. But it seems like they're trying to call him out on flip-flopping on the abortion. Now, from what I understand, I think his stance was always let the states handle, and that he didn't want a federal ban, which a lot of people sort of agree. But a lot of Trump's supporters thought, or were thinking, that he was going to take the stance of signing a federal declaration banning abortion, which I don't think he's actually ever said, or maybe he did. Nonetheless, now he's just saying, let the states handle, which I think a lot of presidents were on the same level of let the individual states handle abortion accordingly, however they want to go. Federal ban, I think, is just bad, because that's a segue into more shit, and I think even Trump understands that, and other presidents understand that you start federal banning one thing, it's a domino effect for others. But being that they were trying to catch him flip-flopping on this, my issue now with him flip-flopping on the whole TikTok thing. Now, Trump was the lead in wanting to get rid of TikTok here in the United States. Everybody knew for years that TikTok is a Chinese spy app, and for some reason, people are still using it. And they make the stupidest fucking excuses when it comes to why they use TikTok. Well, you know, I mean, all companies are spying on us. All right. But you want to reduce the amount of companies that are spying on you, know? They go, yeah. All right, then why would you have an outside organization, a known outside organization, spying on your shit, stealing all our information, or all your information, rather? Don't get me wrong. There were other apps that the Chinese were putting out there as well, like the flashlight apps, before that was available on your phone. They had Chinese spyware in a lot of them. And a lot of apps and even games from China had spyware in it. So a lot of people weren't downloading those apps because they found out about it. But the same people who disregarded those apps ran to TikTok, found out TikTok was a spy app, and downloaded it anyway, and because they want to make money. Money is the root of all evil, if you ask me. Anyway, Trump flip-flops on that one because he said, well, we got to get rid of TikTok because it's spying on us. And the liberals were like, no, that's bad. And even Biden was like, no, that's bad. And now Biden switches and wants to get rid of it, and signing a declaration, getting rid of it, at the very least having the company ByteDance sell to somebody else, an American company, which is not going to get rid of the problem with them spying on our shit. But anyway, now Trump is turning around and going, oh, he shouldn't do that. He shouldn't get rid of TikTok. Motherfucker, you were the lead in this. You are the reason why people were even talking about it, because you put it on the table for all of America to see, and now you're backpedaling because he wants more of the younger votes. Now, I understand you're trying to play the game, but there's nothing more deceitful than a flip-flopper, because that means he's going to go in whatever direction that wind blows to get that vote. That's bullshit. He should stand firmly on his, let's get rid of TikTok and let's do something else. There is another solution out there, and that's the weird thing, that no one's talking about the other solution. Come up with an app just like TikTok and get people paid like they were on TikTok. It's an easy solution, and the transition will probably even be faster because people don't want to lose their money, a lot of the TikTokers that are on there, and some people just want to watch TikTok for the sake of watching TikTok. So there's a solution there, but no one talked about the solution. They just talked about getting rid of the problem. But anyway, Trump flip-flopping on that just tells me that he's going to flip-flop on other things. And now, I don't know if he's going to flip-flop on other things so he can get more votes. Nonetheless, a flip-flopper is bad in any realm. And I know every president has flip-flopped. Every president. There's not been one president that stood firmly on what they believe. A lot of them will come up with the excuse, I changed my mind. You know what I mean? Like, every president flip-flops and changes his mind. But that's the bad part. The bad part, guys, is that they changed their minds on things they shouldn't be changing their mind on, and then they don't change their minds on things that they should be changing their mind on. Nonetheless, I think that there's a pull when it comes to these politicians, because believe it or not, guys, Trump is now a politician. He's no longer the man of the people. He's a politician, and he's going to play that game right into right into the Oval Office. But again, I find that to be bad. I don't trust anybody who flip flops on something like TikTok app. It's a poisonous app. It does nothing but spy on us. It makes us dumber, and it's been proven to. And yet, some reason now he's like, oh no, it needs to stay. That doesn't make any sense. It's more harmful than good. I mean, so is Instagram and Facebook, but TikTok is way worse because the dumbing down on all of the shit that is on TikTok is insane. The amount of people that talk about stupid shit like, oh, well, you know, my pronoun is, like the whole pronoun parties on TikTok. Then you got people coming up with why the eclipse was racist. And yes, they, believe it or not, they made the eclipse, solar eclipse, a racist thing. Why peanut butter and jelly is racist. Why math is racist. All of this stems from TikTok. Well, at least people reading articles and putting it on TikTok. I didn't know about any of that shit until people were sending me links from TikTok. TikTok is poisonous. Now, that's not to say that an American version app comes along, or an American TikTok version comes along and does the same thing. They not to say that that won't happen, but at least we can have a little more control of that stupidity that's on there. Now, yes, we do believe in free speech, but there's a difference. I'm starting to learn. There's a difference between free speech and stupidity. Educating the people, I think, is how you can still have free speech and getting rid of dumb people. But you have to educate them. And the problem is you have people like the moron talking about look at the sun when the eclipse is happening. What in the fuck? There's so many people that are allowed to speak they shouldn't be, but because we have to stand firmly on free speech, we have to allow the morons of the world talk, like the flat earthers. There are people out there that think the earth is flat, and I'm like, so the sun moves across the sky in that way because it's flat? I don't want to get into it. My point is that there's so many stupid people out there, and apps like TikTok are just poisonous. And they do so much damage to the kids, as we are seeing today. And there was a study on it. I'm going to try to find a study on how TikTok is bad here for us, but good for the Chinese over in China. Again, guys, anybody who flip-flop on a situation like TikTok, knowing that TikTok's bad, TikTok spies on our shit, TikTok's just no good, and you're flip-flopping on that just to get votes from stupid Gen Zers, I find that to be an issue. Nonetheless, I have to let that slide. But any more flip-flopping, and I don't think I'm going to vote for Trump. Because I think that was the beginning of more bad shit to come. As far as flip-flopping goes. Anyway, guys, this is The Angry Prepper. Thank you for watching.